Hey, I got a great idea. Scoot up. I got a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's eat a bunch of food, pizza, donuts, coffee, soda, and then do a podcast.
You got indigestion?
No, one of the worst. I just, when I'm full, my brain really doesn't work.
Really?
It works kind of when I'm not full, but it definitely doesn't work when I'm full. I remember I went to a coworker's house, Filipino guy. If you know anything about Filipinos, most of them
great food,
love to cook and feed you. Like giving immigrants, they will keep shoving food. I was eating at their house before a comedy set, and the wife, you want more? You want more? Yeah, more, and I'm full, and more. It's like they were trying to kill me or make me take a dump at their house, which I did. The dog was in the bathroom with me. I couldn't reach the door. I didn't know he was in there. And then he walked out stumbling and seeing things. He went cross-eyed. He's still cross-eyed.
He's like, do you know what a lumpia looks like on the other side?
Oh, God. Not appetizing, let me tell you. But then I had to go do a comedy set, and I couldn't think. I was just up there like, yeah, Chinese people are weird. You know, I just didn't go. I didn't go weird. It didn't go good at all. I couldn't think, you know. So,
oh my God.
We're here. We're alive.
Yep, we made it.
We're happy. We're grateful. It's Sunday, and we're here for another episode of Two Fat Guys in Hats. Oh, I mean big battlefields. Yeah.
This is your first episode with us. This is where we go smoke out of an apple, and then I come and try to talk about military history while your boy over there slices it up with some comedy.
Don't ever call me boy. Only
Jaboy.
people of my kind can call me that.
Italian,
You're a redhead.
Italian, Portuguese.
Everything.
I'm an American. I hate that fucking answer. I hate when people say that. Like, I'm sorry, I'm an American. Like, I mean, it doesn't mean anything.
Okay. Jesus Christ, I didn't know I was on CNN right now.
God.
Fucking Rachel Maddow Jr. over here. Jesus Christ. Yes. Yes, I agree. Okay.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about a pretty interesting one. This is got ice warfare.
Oh, don't piss them off.
We
Can you move? No.
Jesus. Such a penis.
I want to see her with those Samoans on the street. No.
We got crusading knights getting baited into a frozen like wasteland of the terrain and all that.
Oh, buff guys, beards, long hair,
yeah.
big ass swords.
This is Lithuania proving again that terrain plus patience beats any kind of like shiny armor.
When men were men, this is before napkins. That's when men were men. They didn't care what was in their beard. They're out on the ice. They're wearing fur.
I will say
to fight.
I will say this: my first tour in Afghanistan.
Stop bragging.
That's not a brag.
I know.
Oh, you were poor and stupid. Okay.
My first tour with cocaine.
That's
let me
what
tell
that
you.
fucking meant. So we're in this little tiny forward operating base in Afghanistan, and there was some bat boys, some rangers that were on the post. And
Call the bat boys over. I'm bored.
and we had just gotten back from a really long mission. It was like, I don't know, 1 or 2 in the morning, and we were getting midnight chow.
How many grocery stores we got to go to and get how much food? This is a tough mission.
No,
those were my missions.
Yes.
You were fighting in a war.
You're like, which deli meat is better?
Are they firing at us? Meanwhile, back in the United States, I feel like I might have to poo. I don't know.
That's why we do what we do, folks. But the whole chow hall starts shaking, and we run outside, and there's this black Chinook coming in, and we're like, "Oh, the
be careful! What is that? Be careful! Jesus Christ, Dad!
That's a helicopter."
I was like, "Whoa! I don't know if I can be friends with you anymore." Jesus Christ!
Anything, I'd be a better friend because you'd be like,
"I like this guy."
Exactly. Space is mine.
So they're looking at
so
the
that's
black Chinook. Oh God!
So we're like, all right, the Bat Boys are back. So we go back into the chow hall. We're eating our food, and they come into the chow hall.
We're the Bat Boys. We're the Bat Boys. And sing.
And they walk into the chow hall, and they're with these guys. I shit you not. They have to duck under the fucking threshold. They were Vikings. They were massive human beings, huge beards, and they were Lithuanian special forces.
Oh my God!
And they took like 10 pounds of fucking food. They had to have. They ate that shit. They rocked and they fucking left. It was crazy, dude. But I couldn't imagine being on the other side of a door.
Now.
Exactly.
They ate everything, but they were tall. I didn't want to say anything.
All right, so that was my story. What we're talking about today is February 16th, 1270.
So we're sticking with Black History Month.
Yes.
1260.
1270.
1270. Close enough. I almost get it. What do I win?
Nothing. The Battle of Karuse. This is so heavily armored Crusader knights charge into a frozen battlefield.
Whoa. Slipping and sliding.
They underestimate their enemy.
Should have wore shoes.
And discovered that ice does not care about your religious mission.
Yeah, they do not. Let me tell you. They don't give a fuck.
So, Battle of Karuse, and winter is once again undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
Running theme. I don't know. So we're in, I think I said it wrong. It's Karuse.
I think
it's Karuse.
I think you're correct. I was going to say something earlier, but
you don't even know where you're at now. This is Western Estonia. So you're right on the Baltic coast.
Okay, perfect.
You know where that is?
Clams and seashells and lobster.
Oh my. We are in the middle of what's called the Livonian Crusade.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a series of military campaigns in the early 1200s, forming part of a broader northern crusade that's going on in Europe. All right, and in the Livonian Crusade, the aim was to conquer and to Christianize the pagan people of like Latvia. And
they start using a fork, yeah, Christianize them.
Exactly.
Jesus, have some manners, you savage. God, you gotta get Jesus in your life, man. Sit upright, damn it. Put a napkin in your shirt. God damn, yeah. You heard of Jesus? Fuck. Stop messing around with your cousin. Come on.
Well, that was still okay.
Jesus was okay with it. It's in Genesis 69.
So we're in like Latvia and southern Estonia, okay? And this reshapes the Baltic region's political and religious landscape under Christian and Germanic rule.
Okay.
All right. So that's kind of what we're going through here. Now the terrain is frozen coastal wetlands.
Ugh.
And it literally ice covered ground.
Oh man.
It's like the worst fucking.
Can we move, Mom? Jesus Christ, it's cold.
And I mean, if you're fighting on ice, the ice is a combatant in that battle.
I gotta see that. Just the slipping, the
Oh,
falling.
for
it's
sure.
like a new person ice skating. I gotta see that, dude. Falling on the ground. It's like, fuck. Should have became a blacksmith. Fuck this. It should be warm.
So, on one side of this, we have what's called the Livonian Order.
Okay.
The Livonian Order was a medieval Catholic military order and a branch of what's called the Teutonic Order. that operated in the Baltic region. The Teutonic Order was very powerful at this point. They're around from like the 1200s through the 1500s.
Okay.
All right. And they played a central role in that Christianization mission.
Okay.
And also political control of the Baltic states, like Latvia and Lithuania. Okay, so it's a huge mission for the church. Sorry.
Jesus, carry on.
That was FetLife telling me someone spanked me. Yeah, so the Teutonic Knights are the ones with like the big black cross on the white background. They look like badasses. It's like kind of what you think of when you think of a crusader.
That's awesome. I love that.
They're...
Can I just be in the military for the uniforms? I don't want to fight.
That's basically the Marine Corps.
And, yeah, he said it, not me. Don't
and then they're
me.
like, wait, what the fuck? But the Teutonic Order and the Livonian Order especially are really great at cavalry. They have really awesome, heavily armored cavalry. They're very experienced. They're very confident. And the mission is to convert pagans, but if they don't convert, it immediately shifts to just unalive as many of them as possible.
I know he's not a pagan, but I bet you I can convert him. I bet you I could flip him. Let's flip him. This is fun.
Jesus. The sunset's really pretty.
How do you see? The blinds are down.
Is that my superpower?
Yeah, I can't see shit, dude. What the fuck? Oh my god, this guy's a mutant.
But I mean, these guys roll in looking like tanks of the day and just expect people to roll over. And
Those people with long noses. Well, you said tanks.
Maybe it's like a fucking...
Oh my god, tank of the day. Oh god. Susie, don't go outside.
Oh my god. So on the other side, you have the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. These are our defenders, if you will. This was a medieval and like early modern state in Eastern Europe that existed until the very end of the 18th century. All right, so it's a long lifespan for them. And they were founded by Baltic tribes that had united together, and it became one of Europe's largest powers at one point. And it stretched from the Baltic to the Black Sea before it ultimately would merge with Poland and become the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, which was one of the most powerful entities in Europe all the way through like the 18th century.
Jesus.
Yeah. So these guys are not to be fucked with necessarily.
Yeah, don't drive down that alley.
Now in 1270, the Grand Duchy of Lithuania is still pagan. It is not a Christian nation. For those that are like, what? Why? That had a lot to do with where Rome stopped, right?
Yeah.
Rome ultimately would Christianize, and that spread across Rome very fast. But they didn't get across the Rhine and really lock in their culture and influence past Germany, east. So that's why paganism and language and culture and food and all those things really didn't change in Eastern Europe, where they did in what's now like France and Belgium and Spain and all that. So that's why.
I knew a kid with paganism. He was on that special bus.
Oh, Jesus.
The little yellow one.
No, that's not what that is.
Oh.
Good Lord.
That was like the cross-eyed kids.
You're such a dick. I made fun of a kid for stuttering, and a teacher made me feel so fucking bad in first grade.
You piece of shit. Great kid over there.
Basically. It was basically just, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're a bad human being. I was like...
Oh my God. Mommy.
So the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, they have these really mobile forces, and they are masters of the terrain in Eastern Europe. They're also very accustomed to winter fighting. So Lithuania does not fight fair either, right? They that makes the difference, right?
Right. When you can fight and know how to read, it's going to help. You know what I mean?
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. We're going to flank them. What's flanking? I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it. You're going to be dead in 5 minutes.
Just do what I say. Yeah. So the reason this whole thing is happening is because the Livonian Order has been sent and launches this winter campaign. But it's a punitive expedition, which means that they're doing something to punish the Lithuanians because of whatever, right?
I thought that was a kink. He's in a punitive expedition. Yeah, that's why those chairs are in the hotel rooms. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. It's also, it's a way to intimidate other villages and peoples that maybe don't have the muscle to go up against the order, and it could convince them to convert. Right. And for those that don't, again, it's just full-blown forced submission. They're just going to make
wedgies and wet willies and Indian burns. Yeah.
For as much as I heard about all those things, I never saw or received many of them.
I used to get a lot of Indian burns.
Really? I remember doing that, actually.
We had a couple mean Native Americans in our school, and
that's so fucked up. We absolutely did not.
We did not. I feel bad. I wish we had them. I love casinos, but yeah, I got a couple Indian burns. I want to say I got a wedgie.
I think that was always something where I remember giving a wedgie one time, but it was in a similar conversation where it's like, do people even do that? And well, we're going to do it now. It's some poor kid. It's like, what the fuck?
Poor Asian kid, yeah. There was a
You
chick,
fat and smelly.
I needed you. There was a girl in 6th grade. I don't even remember her. She was a bully, and she was bald. She wore a wig.
Yeah.
And I got in trouble fighting back. She had the power.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not going to bow down to your rule. And she used to do spitballs through the straw at people on the bus, and I got her back, and then she complained. That's what happens when you fight.
Well, didn't you run by and spit on her?
I did that too.
Yeah, that's probably what you actually got in trouble for.
You forget. You know what I mean? Your memories, you forget. You're like, oh yeah, she was a bitch. And then you're like, no, maybe you were the asshole. Just like when I won in a tournament in wrestling around the same time, I remember we were moving and I found the trophy. I got 3rd place. I was super proud. And I remember the kid crying, right? But never thinking anything. Proud, got the trophy. Called Tom, who was on the team too.
Yeah.
And I remember, I found the trophy. Remember this happening? He's like, yeah, you beat a mentally handicapped kid. You remember him crying, asking for his teddy bear while you were dancing? I was like, I gotta throw this trophy away. This is not something to be proud of. But your memory's different. You know what I mean? You only remember, part of the story.
Yeah, you forget the part that makes you an asshole.
Right. But my whole thing is, technically, I got killed because I got in trouble for fighting back even worse than what they were doing.
Right, yeah.
So, I should have joined her and hit the other kids with her.
Oh, you should have.
But instead, I fought back more intensely.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing the educated war battle.
Right. Strategy.
You know what I mean? And now I'm going in like a grunt. And now I'm in trouble.
Yep.
They're still taking over. She was still nailing kids and Viva la, Mexico. I don't know. She was a fat white, but she was. I shouldn't say anything. She's probably dead now.
Oh, Jesus.
But one more quick story, and then we're pretty much over, right?
No, we haven't gotten started.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. We've been going for an hour. But do you remember Tammy?
Yes.
We're not going to do any last names. She's not going to watch this.
No.
She's probably dead, too. But no. But she was a bully, too. And I remember there was I think it was like sophomore year of high school, freshman year. She went around kicking guys in the nuts.
Oh, I do remember that, yeah.
And I remember she kicked me in the nuts. I was just been standing there. Maybe I called her fat whore. I don't know. And she wasn't ugly. She looked like a Shrek. But anyways, she kicked me in the nuts, and it hurt so bad. I remember I thought I was going to throw up.
Yeah.
You know,
We've
that
all
was
been
the
there.
first time I was transitioned. Oh my God. Went right up in me. But yeah, I remember her I was such an I remember her watching it. Hit that guy. Hit that guy. Hit that. And it was coming. The foot was coming close to me. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah! Oh my God. There goes my nuts. My balls were like, what hit us? What
You
is
said
going
your
on?
first transition, which implies there was more.
Oh yeah, for sure. I jumped in Lake Tahoe in the winter.
Oh, Jesus.
I have a thing.
Do you know how many Chinese people are buried at the bottom of Lake Tahoe?
Oh, I shouldn't laugh. That was fucked up. You just said Chinese people and I laughed. That's messed up. That's
Fucked
messed
up. There's hella Chinese people.
And are they? Oh no. Let's not go down that road. Let's not. You almost opened up Pandora's box. I was like,
you were like, I'm gonna ruin both our careers.
before it even starts. Yeah, remember Daddy History? Oh yeah, remember that fat guy ruined his career? He was wide in those videos. Like John Candy.
But I mean, your point is sound. Lithuania is not going to play along, right? They're not going to play by the rules here. Now, the order assumes winter favors armored knights because apparently they never worn fucking metal in the winter time.
Right. It's
I
like
don't know.
Pogs favoring BBCs. Yeah, for sure. So the winner is on their side.
That's what they think because they're armored cavalry.
Right.
But that's a
Sir, it's still cold. And remember, metal gets cold.
yeah. I'm fucking freezing. So here's the setup, right? You got Lithuanian forces who essentially choose the battlefield, right? These masters of the terrain, they set up where this thing's going to go down.
It's like the old Mortal Kombat, not that place. Not that place.
exactly.
You're picking a place to fight, not that place. That looks tropical, not that place.
I want to go to
easy, medium, hard.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So they picked hard.
They picked extremely hard.
Oh my God, level 6.
And they're able to lure the Livonian order forward into basically come to daddy.
Bite, damn it, bite. I'm bored. Bite, come on.
And again, the ground is completely frozen. It's slippery as shit.
Sire, I think we should call this off. Shut the fuck up, Mickey.
And it's structurally weak in places. It's frickin' ice.
Right.
Okay, so you can kind of see what's happening.
Yeah.
This is a trap completely built out of the weather, which is badass.
Yeah.
Right? But like the thought of heavy armor plus ice, it's like gravity just laughing. It's like this fucking idiots, right?
It tells you my ass.
Like,
you know what I mean?
this is awful. So we end up on February 16th, 1270. The Livonian knights advance across this frozen tundra. Okay? The ice and frozen wetlands give way.
Okay.
You didn't give me the reaction I thought you were going to give.
I'm listening.
And the formations start to break apart.
Okay.
Okay. Now the Lithuanian troops start to harass. Basically, and they start to isolate these groups of men that have broken through the ice into the marsh, and they just start executing them piecemeal, destroying units.
Wow.
That are stuck in this frozen hell.
Easy peasy.
It's like fish in a barrel,
This
man.
is easy, dude. Start throwing more grenades in the water. All the fish are coming up, you know?
Grenades are still pretty new.
No, I know. It's an analogy. That's smart people use it. Anyways.
This is not an analogy. That's not what that is. What's a vowel? What's a vowel? It's an action.
Oh,
Ow, my rib. Oh my god.
when he's Sam Darnold.
You're gonna be so mad if he wins. What if he gets MVP? How mad are you gonna be?
Might have to cut it off.
But yeah, I mean, once momentum is gone, Armored cavalry is basically just really expensive furniture at that point.
That's it. They're done.
That's it. It's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
So the Livonian Order collapses.
Right.
Knights fall, horses panic, like you can imagine.
Freak out. They're out of there.
If they
This
can.
neighborhood got bad. We're gone.
The ice breaks, chaos spreads. I mean, it's a disaster for them. Absolute fucking disaster.
What's worse, chaos spreading or an STD? Pretty bad. Both of them are pretty bad.
Pretty awful.
They're pretty bad.
Both are pretty awful.
So at this point, what happens?
So it's there's no like heroic melee. It's just controlled destruction. Basically,
Hella quick. 30 minutes.
Nah, it would have been longer than that. I just talked about a battle that was 10 hours, and it was the third battle of Panipat. 10 hours, and they killed like 100,000 people. It's crazy. But this is why knights hate winter. Like, why would they? Right. I just don't understand this one thing. Like, why do they keep fucking doing? Like, pick up a book, read about something that happened in the winter,
right,
and realize that's always a terrible fucking idea. It blows me away. Now, medieval sources vary, like they always do. Okay. It's tough to always get good numbers and stuff, but as far as casualties go, the Livonian Order, hundreds are killed.
Yeah.
Right? They're just sitting ducks. They lose a significant amount of their knights, which is the, breadbasket of their military. It's just a crushing defeat. Absolute crushing defeat.
That breadbasket's empty.
Yeah, exactly.
We need more bread. Yeah.
Hard to make. On the Lithuanian side, the casualties are reported as being light. So that could be dozens. Right. Up to, maybe 100 or so. But the numbers are not precisely recorded, which makes sense because they were the victors. So it may have actually been heavier, right? That's something you have to consider. And they just recorded it better for their side of the story. So it's hard to say, but that's what's recorded.
That's why the name Victor is hard.
Yeah, that's true.
The Victor. Yeah.
The Victor. But I just was like, what the fuck am I talking about?
What did you say, you fucking idiot? Lost train of thought, you dove.
But what we really do know is that this was an asymmetric loss for the Livonian Order, and it felt that loss immediately.
Right.
Okay. In the immediate aftermath, there's this shock that rolls over the Livonian Order. A bunch of pagans just destroyed them, almost embarrassingly.
Annoying.
Right? Yeah. So that's a shock to them. The campaign that they had launched for this winter takeover collapses. Right? Because they've lost their best men, essentially.
Like getting in a fight with the short yellow bus. And they beat the shit out of you.
They would, though.
Yeah. The helmets. The oxygen tanks. The cast.
I could tell a story, but I'm not going to.
No. Oh, you got to tell me. You got to fight
So we had a kid in our unit. He definitely... I love this kid. All right. I love this kid to death. He's a great kid. He's not a kid anymore, but
12-year-old
he's amazing. He's got the biggest heart in the world, but definitely what's the fucking thing Elon says he has? Asperger's, yeah. He's somewhere.
I'll take 2 Asperger's and a thing of fries.
This kid had an eidetic memory. He could memorize like full books. He was just brilliant. He was a physics major, like super brilliant, but interaction was rough.
Okay. So he's a virgin.
So we tried to properly haze him like brothers would. And on your birthday, you always got jumped. You always, something horrible. We duct taped a kid to the wall one year.
Jesus Christ, we in the crypts. Oh my God.
And we tried to manhandle this kid, the Asperger's kid. We tried to manhandle him, and he took us all on, dude. It was like fighting a fucking chimpanzee. He was so fucking strong. We couldn't. We had to abandon all hazing because it was like, we can't take this kid down. He was so fucking strong.
You were stuck in the wetlands. And he had a pig and fucking you up.
He was, dude.
Wow.
He took on like 10 of us, bro. He was just so fucking.
Did he go, oh,
No, you ass.
Huge dong, I heard, though.
Well, that's the rumor.
It's a great rumor.
That's a great rumor. Anyway, back on topic. Nothing ruins a crusade like falling through ice.
How many Asian guys with normal dicks flash them because they hate the rumor? It's big, I swear. It's a false narrative. All right.
Jesus. All right, so now we come to the final little thing that I always do, right? So why does this matter?
Final.
Like, why am I talking about something that happened 900
No
years
fucking
ago?
clue.
800 years ago,
Please
right?
tell me. Donald Trump. Okay.
Kind of.
All the episodes just go back to that fucker.
It really does.
I've never seen a president go, fuck you.
Until now. I think it shows that these crusading missions, as well as these orders that push for crusades, they're by no means invincible. Right? These things are fallible, just like any kind of military order or military operation. And there's this allure, especially back then, of like they were unstoppable.
Yeah.
Right? And it showed that military genius has bupkis to do with religious affiliation. Right? If you're militarily brilliant, if you are a true strategist, that's fuck all to do with religion.
Oh, your religion could be we're the shitheads.
Right?
Rub shit on your bald head. You have to shave your head and rub shit on your head. And if you're brilliant at military and scary, people are going to do it.
You want to hear something crazy? Has nothing to do with this battle, but hella long ago, right? Like,
is this another Asperger's story? Oh, okay.
It's like 400 BC or something. This is
we
like
try to jump a guy with a mental problem. Anyways,
like 400 BC, there was this Greek guy who wanted to basically tell his ally when the mission was going to pop off. So he took his courier, shaved him bald, tattooed the mission on his fucking dome ski, waited till his hair grew back, and then sent him to go tell his ally. So if he got captured as a spy, there'd be no proof. And then when he got there, they shaved his head, and that was telling them when to attack. Isn't that crazy?
It's like hurting his head. He's like, can't you just write this down on paper? Or like a scroll or banana peel or something? This hurts. Jesus Christ. I want to see that in a movie, though.
Right? That's a sick...
Where are you, Christopher Nolan? Where are you? Put that in a movie. Shave Brad Pitt. Throw it back. Academy Award.
The history of espionage is just as fascinating as the history, like military history, in my opinion. It's
I've seen the videos. It's a lot of bathroom videos. Kind of gross. Spy cams, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Espionage.
Espionage.
I mean, that's
spy.
kind of...
Yeah. It's a spy on his off day. That's what those bathroom videos are.
Now,
You think this is a video of Putin taking a shit, a little spy cam?
Probably.
He's just in there. He's a powerful man, but when he shits, he cries like a baby. He's biting a towel and fucking upset.
We're gonna be doing our next one, and we're gonna be like, "Is that a drone?" But another thing that this battle does, and that we see, is that it strengthens Lithuanian resistance, and it gives them a ton of legitimacy in this conversation of medieval hegemony and control. And they ultimately do end up becoming a powerhouse. And what that does is it consolidates culture and language and a history that rolls all the way through the 18th century and then plays into what will ultimately happen with the Russian Empire and like future resistance to the Soviet Union when Lithuania, these countries, Estonia and Latvia, want their independence because they can pull it back to moments like this. So this is a thread that runs through time in a lot of ways. And it slows the expansion of Christendom into the Baltics by a significant amount of time. Ultimately, they would become Catholic, but it slows that. And again, that plays into culture and language and everything else.
Well, I think once someone does it, people learn from it, but they do it better and at a greater size. You know, look at pro athletes, for example. They're way better than they were in the 1950s. But as generations watched the generation before them, they said, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to do this and try this. And before you know it, you have these gigantic armies that are learned from these little things you could do throughout history and tweak it and make it bigger. And
that is literally the smartest thing that you've said on this podcast.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I read it. QAnon had a post last night.
Shut the fuck up.
That was a tweet I read, you know.
So, but you're absolutely right. That is that is a good analogy. That is correct. Zero faults, no lies.
You hear that? Yeah, so fat, yeah.
But ultimately what this does is it buys Lithuania time. And when you're talking about how nation states evolve, time is everything. Right. If you have time to develop things like culture and language and things like that, you end up fucking getting talked about. Right. If you're constantly fighting off things and destabilizing your own government, like a lot of these, stories have, you don't end up in the larger conversation of it.
Throughout time, we have been throughout, yeah. Break. Off, on. Throughout time,
I can't breathe.
God damn it.
Throughout time, he's lost the thought.
God damn it. I'm slowly getting dementia.
We all are, dude.
That's it. Can't remember.
I know I'm gonna get it if I live that long. Yeah. So that's
yeah, great.
There you go.
Something great to say.
So there's a lot of things to pull from this. I thought the whole knights losing to physics thing was a funny kind of spin, because we glorify knights. But people back then were stupid too.
Yeah.
Now, you could argue that physics wasn't a thing.
Bronze doesn't always win. Bronze does not always win.
No, it wasn't bronze, though.
Brute.
There it is.
There you go.
Brute strength. It does not always win things. But ice does. Ice usually will win the day. It's a very effective weapon against your enemy.
I tell you. Very hard to stop.
And I can speak from experience with this, that heavy armor that you wear is a fucking liability. Like, obviously it's like this sweet balance between, I want something that's going to save my life, but fuck, I need to be able to move.
Well, yeah, that's what happened to me when I was 300 pounds once in my life. I was like, well, I'm warm, but it's hard to move. Maybe I should lose some weight.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even like the weight I'm at now. I need to. It's funny, you hit that and you're like, this weight doesn't feel good.
Is that crazy? I was 300 pounds once in my life.
Yeah.
It just creeps up on you. And before you know it, it's grabbing your hair and you're trying to get away and your pants are down. You're like, how'd I get here?
I know, man.
And you're like, I got to change, get off of me, pull the pants up, move on going. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It's rough.
It's rough. It's rough. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The older I get, the less I can eat. But you got to live your life.
Yeah, but you got to be healthy too.
And as you get older, people are like, oh yeah, he's older, he's fat, whatever, he's got man boobs. When you're young, that's when it's bad.
Yeah.
Because it's more, it looks worse on a kid being fat than an adult. Adult, you're like, okay, well, the best part of his lives are over. You know what I mean? Look, he's miserable with his family. I get it. Eat your snow cone, fat ass. But a kid, you feel bad. I see little chubby kids, the ones that eat rice and beans, and their faces are huge, and they're got snot in their nose.
I used to get so fucking mad when I would see like overweight parents feeding like French fries to like a 4-year-old.
Oh my god!
It just like
Sorry.
it just like
It's an easy meal.
as a parent now, it's like I just feel like that's so fucking awful. And I used to get like physically mad.
I almost called the cops on someone, a set of parents. They were in the car, and there was a little kid in the back seat, and they were fat actually. Like dad was really fat, like 400 pounds. The mom was, she looked like Shrek's sister. She was, yeah, she was scary looking. And they had a little child in the back seat, and they were smoking weed.
Oh, come on.
And I felt like doing something, but then I was like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Kid's going to be a great artist. He's going to be out of his mind.
He's going to be a philosopher.
Yeah, but yeah, that was crazy. I was like,
That's
what is
wild.
wrong with people?
People are so fucked up, man. So again, we see that the Crusaders learned absolutely nothing.
Crusaders, yeah.
I gotta get that.
I know.
We were pretty much done, but that's that's the Battle of Karuse, and it reminds us that sometimes the deadliest enemy isn't the one that's you're facing across the field. It's the field. It's fucking
well,
self.
it's the David and Goliath thing, right? Smarts beat.
No, it's not that at all.
And you got that little slingshot.
Those were insanely. There were whole units of slingmen. Have you ever seen a grown ass man sling a rock?
Is that what Sling Blade is?
I have no idea.
Okay, that was a joke. But you didn't get the reference, so it didn't work. Fuck. Sling Blade's a movie about a mentally handicapped guy that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. And I thought I was going to hit, and you're going to think of the guy. Look up Sling Blade. Look up the picture of him.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just type in Sling Blade.
Oh, no. All right. Sling Blade. Oh, Jesus. Sling Blade. 1996. Stop it.
Show me.
Stop it.
Show me. That looks like my penis when I wake up in the morning.
Mom, stop watching. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that is that. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Baked Battlefields.
Big battlefields.
Big
Battlefield.
I'm Daddy History.
And I'm Daddy Stupid. That's a pretty good.
No.
No, okay. Alex Woody comedy.
Go support him.
Please, I need it. Send me some good therapist recommendation. I need it. Is this normal? You all right?
That's it.
Oh, that's the show. All right.